Hello, welcome back. In today's video, I want to show you how to set up an Amazon PPC campaign nice and quick, under 10 minutes. My name is Yanni. I'm a 7-figure e-commerce seller. I also own a full-service Amazon agency called E-commerceville, the city of e-commerce, where your in-house marketing team on Amazon. We do all the listing creation, the ads, everything from A to Z when it comes to Amazon. So in today's video, I want to talk about and show you how to set up an Amazon PPC campaign. So let's get into it. You go to Advertising, Campaign Manager. You go to Create a new campaign, create a campaign. Today we'll be focusing on sponsored products. We'll ignore the sponsored brand, sponsored replace, sponsored TV. We go with sponsored products. Now the key here is to always keep it nice and simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Overcomplications are not needed. So the first thing you see is ad group name. This is basically how you're going to see the ad. Now you want to put it in a way that makes sense for you. How we put it for the agency makes sense for us, but it not makes sense for you. So let's say you're selling protein powder, and it can be protein powder. Ideally, you want to shorten it and say POW, so you know it. POW. You can put SP, which is sponsored products, but if you do only sponsored products, you don't even need to do that. Always put space in between them to make them look nice and tiny. Then, if you're doing an automatic, if you're doing broad, if you're doing manual, here for this purpose, we'll show you how to do an automatic. Take one, so you can put A, which is automatic. And if you want to go with even more detail, you can go with another one and put the down only or up and down. Now, I'll explain shortly what these are. Once you've structured that, you need to select the product. Go all the way down, and here Amazon is asking you what type of targeting do you want. Do you want automatic targeting? Do you want manual targeting? I have a video where I explain the difference between automatic and manual, but I'll give you a short explanation of what the difference is. Automatic targeting, you're using Amazon's kind of algorithm to target and to find things in search terms and where to place you. With manual, it's the opposite. Yes, Amazon still helps with their algorithm, but you're relying more on the keywords you're selecting. So you have more controls with manual. Automatic has less control, but still it can be amazing returns, especially in the last 8 to 10 months. Then after that is the bid. Amazon will always give you default bid, but also the bid will change depending on how you use bids. So you see here it says 77p. If you put dynamic bids down only, this increases. If you put fixed bids, that changes. So Amazon will change that based on the type of bids you are. So what we usually go with, especially for beginning, is dynamic bids down only. Why dynamic bids down only? Because with dynamic bids down only, it simplifies things, right? It tells you Amazon cannot raise your bid. It will only take your bid down, but it won't raise it. So if you say $2, $1, it will keep it at that level. It won't go up unless you have bid modifiers, right? But so let's say, for example, here we decide to put 50 pence or 50, let's say here we decide to do 50 pence. With 50 pence, I know Amazon is going to stay at this point. It can go lower, but it won't go higher. So it makes me control the spend. And these are placements and bid modifiers. I wouldn't really play with them at the beginning. I will tell you can launch without. So the campaign name, I always copy and paste this. Campaign name, I wouldn't touch this. This is basically saying when it's starting and when you want it to end. You don't really want a campaign to end, especially when it's bringing results. Budget, that's entirely up to you. I would start at least with £10 or $10 plus minimum. So this part with the forecast, I would ignore. It's not really accurate. So Amazon here is asking you change your bid on a schedule. Increase bids for high traffic. For example, Father's Day is coming, so you can increase bids by 50%. I wouldn't suggest this because look at this, from the 1st to the 15th June. No, I would remove that because this can cost me so much more, and then I'll be wondering why am I spending so much more. You don't want Amazon to really play around with the level of bids they're controlling because they're always going to push you to spend more. But once you've completed all of this, you go to launch campaign. This is how you launch a campaign. It's very basic, right? Automatics are the most basics. Then you have the manual where then you start selecting the keywords. But the principles are always the same. Actually, setting up the campaign, it's quite straightforward. You just need to understand what not to miss and what to miss. My suggestion is always keep it to one product, one campaign, one ad set. You don't want to complicate things. Keep it nice and clean. One. If you're doing one automatic campaign, it should be with one product and it should be with one ad set. Nice and clean. The cleaner, the better. Simplify it as much as possible because if you complicate it, it will be complicated for you. Hope you liked the video. A lot more to come. Stay tuned.